Not even like these kind of games, man.
Okay, so I said to you last week, this island sanctuary business, probably not for me, not really into that kind of game. Well, I spent the last, 6 hours just checking it out, just having a look, and yeah, I had quite a good time, actually. I had quite a good time, actually, and people have started to ram Stardew Valley down my throat as if you've got to try that now. You've got to jump into it. So how was it? How is it? Is everything people hoped it would be? It's gated, so we need to be a little careful. This is just the first impressions of this as the gates are slowly falling, because they really do not want you to, like, hammer this place. Not that we didn't, like, grind it out. And I know that I've had to finish to get a video out for you guys. And my friends are still grinding it out, even though you can't do much, but you can wait for the rares to rotate. You can wait for the shinies to rotate. And honestly, out of everything we did today, which was building the base, building up the size of the pasture, building up the crops and having them grow, water those things, all the simple basic stuff, the absolute best fun I had, honestly, was the shinies. Hunting down the shinies to the point where all other things are just lesser. That's all they are. It's like if someone offers you like a case of donuts or a really nice donut, and what they give you is like one of them little donut circle things, and you're like, what the fuck, man? Like, what is this? The normal animals are for poors. They're for degenerate scum. That's what it's for. And yeah, what we figured out though, I don't know if you guys know this, they are set as to when they're, at least for now, they might change this, but we realized that when a rare or shiny animal popped up for me, it popped up for everybody else. So then we got a whole community of people who were then spotting across the island as and when the shinies were coming up. And it absolutely can be one of the most frustrating experiences. Let me tell you a story about me versus the red penguin. And this is what roped me in. This is why I'm telling the story. Is that this is what grabbed me and was like, okay, this is kind of fun now. As I circled a corner, I was out of nets to catch the animals. And I was like, I literally said, I was like, okay, we need to go and get some more nets, because if I run into a rare while I haven't got any nets and it's going to despawn, I'm going to just lose my mind, because I just lost, I think, 5 nets trying to catch a stupid penguin. And I was like, oh my God, right, we need to go and get some nets. So then we worked together. 1820 on your map, by the way. 1820. If you need nets, 1820 on the map. Magnifique. Magnifique. It's got all the vines you'll ever need on a constant respawn. Just one side of the river, other side of the river, other side is respawned by the time you finish. You're golden, you're set, you can thank me later. As I turned that corner, there was the red penguin. After I just wasted all my nets trying to catch a normal one. And it was, I think, the first shiny I'd seen. And obviously I'm streaming, so throughout the day, all I'm hearing is, I just caught the black sheep. I just caught the rare squirrel. I just caught the rare monkey. All this kind of, the shiny monkey, I've just caught it. I've seen it. I've seen the rainbow dodo, etc., etc. And I was like, I haven't seen anything. And then I turned the corner, and there was the first shiny, the red penguin, sitting on a beach. And it always spawns in the same place, by the way, next to Pirate Bay. It's always there. If it's up, that's where it is. It respawned for us like 3 times. I had no nets, so I was like, I was going to lose my mind at this point, because I'd just been trolled. So I ran off and tried to forage as quickly as I was humanly possible in order to get a net just to come back and try it. And I did. And I had to run quite far away because there's nothing super close to it. I run quite far away. I get my net. I come back. It's still there. Eyeballing me. Giving me the stink eye. So I creep up to it. And I press my net. And it immediately despawns. It's scared and scampered away. And that was when I was hooked. I was like, God damn it. Because now I've got a mission, right? Now I have a goal. Now I've got a vendetta. I've got a hatred burning in my soul to get this red penguin. I don't care about penguins. What am I doing? But now I've got a mission, an objective. And that was it then. From that on, the entire afternoon was having thousands of people simultaneously across all the data centers. What rare is up? Position strategically throughout the mountains to try and figure stuff out and get what's going on. And it was a great afternoon, actually. I caught every single shiny eventually, except the Coblin. The Coblin did not spawn. I did see the black chocobo several times, but you can't catch it yet. So I guess this comes to the next subject where actually most people are kind of happy about this, is the time gating. So after your initial intro, setting up your base and all that kind of stuff, is they then tell you, like, okay, buildings at this point, which generally lead to more stuff, are going to be on a timer. I'm building the toxic windmill right now, which is 8 to 12 hours, I think, or 12 hours. It'll be ready at some point tomorrow afternoon. And other stuff's take a couple of hours, and it's going to escalate from there. And that is them trying to broaden your horizons. What you can do, you're not forced to leave or anything, is you can farm the hell out of the place and gain XP, which will unlock further stages of the sanctuary. And that's something I'm planning to go back and do, because I spent so much time hunting down shinies that I didn't just grind out XP, which would have then led to more tools to get more stuff and all that kind of stuff. And that's my next stage of where I'm up to. But honestly, I think the time gating is fine. I really do. It's for something like this that's super casual, and they made it very, very obvious, even through the gameplay. Is like, this is somewhere you're supposed to be while you're waiting for dungeon queues, while you're chilling for your raid group to come online, whatever it might be, where you're online at a weird time and there's something going to happen soon, or you're going to wait to do something. This is where you can go to just click a few trees, click a few plants, get some stuff going, go and see your animals, and have all your minions out, which I know so many people were ecstatic about being able to position them around the area, have their favorite minions in the base, all cozy. I had Ultros and the trolleys and Alpha chilling in the base, and then I put the Scions to work on the farm. But it was great. It was so silly and so stupid, and whether I'll stick with it, I don't know. I think my goal, and this is what this kind of content is about, is I want to catch all the shiny ones. I think that's fun. They seem to, at least right now, I don't know about the bigger animals, which I can't catch yet, they seem to spawn very regularly. We guessed roughly every 15 minutes. It seems to us, and this might be crackpot theory, is there's 3 rares up at any given time, maybe 2. So it's either 2 or 3, and every 15 minutes, one of them drops out, like the oldest one, and then a new one joins. Because that's what we noticed with the spawn cycle that was going around. Is like, okay, the black chocobo is up now, which probably means the red penguin's coming up next, and that's exactly what happened. And then probably the black sheep is going to be next after that, because we were going on the order I caught them, and that seems to work out. But it was such a wonderful experience. Right now, I really like this as what it is. It's not something I want to throw hours and hours and hours at. Who knows where we'll be next week? I don't know. But for now, I'm quietly surprised. And it's definitely opened my eyes, much in the same way FF14 did, to maybe look at some of these games that on the face of them I look at and go, kind of looks like trash. And then everyone's telling you things like Stardew Valley, things like Animal Crossing. I'm not saying I'm going to play that either, but they're telling you, like, this game is amazing. It sells like millions of copies across the world. Like, people love this stuff. And I'm like, I look at it and it's like, so you're digging a farm? But it's when you set your own goals, right? We said that about every MMO, from World of Warcraft onwards, even at the Mythic level. It's like, when you set your own goals, that's where the fun is. And I totally got... It took a while, it took a couple of hours, and I was like, okay, so we're farming stuff, and then I'm upgrading this, and blah, blah, blah. And then something clicked, and I was like, okay, well, now I've got a goal. That red penguin sucked me in, man. That fucking red penguin. But that's where I wrote to after day one. Very fun, very enjoyable, and... I'm going to catch all the shinies, and we'll see where we go from there. But I know some of you wanted my opinion on this thing, as I was very wary about enjoying it. So far, so good. Only 5-6 hours in, and not got into the full depth of it yet. But we'll see. I'll give you an update in the next week or so and see how it's going. All right, guys? Thank you so much for listening. See you again.